In a world that can feel so chaotic and overwhelming, where do you even look for real guidance? Well, today, we're going to dive into some really powerful Hindi aphorisms that just cut right through all that noise. They offer these timeless lessons on what it really means to build a wiser, more meaningful life. Okay, so let's jump right in with this foundational idea. The quote here is basically saying time, power, wealth, even your own body, they might be with you or they might not. But your character, your understanding, and your true relationships, those will always be there for you. It draws this really clear line between what's temporary and what's permanent. All the external stuff can fade away, but what truly lasts are those inner qualities and the genuine connections we make. That's the real bedrock of a stable life. And that whole idea of true relationships brings us perfectly to our first theme, the incredible power of our companions and advisors. Because really, who we choose to listen to and who we trust, that might just be the most critical decision we ever make.
And the source material doesn't just, state this as a fact. It gives us this powerful comparison from the epic Mahabharata to show exactly how high the stakes are, how the right guidance can lead to victory and the wrong guidance can lead to total disaster. And this illustrates it so perfectly. On one side, you've got Duryodhana. He listened to the manipulative Shakuni. And where did that lead him? Straight to ruin. But on the other side, you have Arjuna, who was advised by the divine guide Sri Krishna, and he achieved victory. It's such a stark reminder that the quality of our advice directly, and I mean directly, shapes our destiny.
So this leads to a really crucial warning. When you're choosing who to listen to, you have to be aware that not everyone has your best interests at heart. As the saying goes, in the race of life, when people can't beat you fair and square, they might try to break your spirit instead. Now, recognizing this isn't about being cynical, not at all. It's about being smart and protecting your own inner strength from the wrong kind of influence.
Protecting our inner strength is absolutely vital, but that strength is really forged through our own actions. And that brings us to our next theme, history and hard work. It's not just about who you listen to, but about what you are willing to do.
I mean, what a powerful metaphor, right? Bathing with water, that's just a surface level change. It's like changing your clothes. But bathing in sweat, that represents deep, transformative effort. That's the kind of hard work that doesn't just change how you look, it changes your reality. It leaves a lasting impact. And that's really the core of it. History isn't written from a place of comfort and ease. It's forged in the fire of struggle and relentless effort. So this is a call to embrace that grind, to understand that it's the only path to creating something that's truly gonna last. What's so interesting here is how this aphorism frames hard work. It's not a burden. It's the ultimate form of empowerment. Think about it. A bird doesn't build a permanent safety net for its kids. Instead, it teaches them a skill, the art of flight. It's a beautiful lesson that the greatest gift we can give to others and to ourselves isn't comfort, but capability. But of course, learning to fly, or learning anything really, means you're going to stumble, you're going to make mistakes. And that leads us right into our next big idea, how we handle those imperfections and actually turn them into progress. Because the path of hard work is never, ever a straight line. This lays out such a clear three-part journey. So, step 1, making a mistake. It's just part of being human, it's natural, we all do it. Step 2, accepting it. Now, this takes a bit of character, right? To actually admit our error. But the final and most important step is turning that admission into action, correcting the mistake. That's where real progress actually happens. And this gets at such a powerful truth about getting better. The key to excellence isn't trying to avoid criticism. It's about embracing it. Look, anyone can be good, but to become the best, that requires the humility to really listen to feedback and use it as fuel. When you think like that, criticism isn't an attack. It's a roadmap to mastery. Okay, for our final section, let's explore a theme that really ties all of this together, trust and the flow of life. This is all about letting go of that need to control everything, and instead understanding a much deeper way of living. This one really grounds us in a deep truth. Value, it's understood through creation and care, not destruction. Anybody can break things, but the person who has invested their time, their effort, their love into building something, whether it's a simple pot or a complex family bond, they're the only one who truly understands its incredible worth. And here we go. This is the central metaphor for how to approach life itself. Just picture it. Try to hold water in your hand. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it just slips right through your fingers. This aphorism is telling us that life and the people in it are a lot like that. Trying to control every single outcome isn't just pointless, it actually works against you. So, the wisdom here is pretty simple but profound. Trust the process. When we let go of that constant need to control everything, we actually allow things to find their own natural course. It's about having the faith that if we just let life flow, it will eventually carve its own correct path, just like a river always finds its way to the sea.
So, we're going to end with this really provocative question. No one remembers when you were right, but why does no one forget when you were wrong? It's a powerful reflection on human nature, isn't it? It invites us to really think about why we focus so heavily on flaws, both in ourselves and in other people. It's definitely something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining us on this journey.